Okay. So last time on D&D, we finally made our way towards this awful town. But before that, Boo was like talking to this guy who I think was pretty mean to her, and I think it's like her wizard guy. I think that happened last time, before we left. And so we had to be like quiet because he's totally listening to us. And then we were walking along for a really long time, and we found this cart, and we were like, okay, well maybe it can take us to town. But except Charlie decided to take the reins and go crazy with it. And then we came into town, and there were these two idiots who tried to take money from us, and we did a really good job at making them feel bad. And then we stopped by the inn, and there were these nice old ladies, and we were trying to get information about the sheriff guy, but Charlie had his own version, and me and Lafayette had our own version, but we kind of found out like just a ton of information about like the sheriff was with the king and the sheriff's brother, who was the old sheriff, maybe?
Yeah, he was the original sheriff.
Yes, and when they were lost, and then he came back somehow, and like he's always kind of been maybe difficult to deal with or looking for power type, so there's just kind of something going on there. And Charlie was supposed to get information from some fishermen who went out on the boat. There was some craziness with a crab, was it?
Yes.
And then me and Lafayette were trying to get information from first I talked to this old guy who's a cook who happens to know my brother, and he wants me to get like roots and berries for some sort of drink, so I told Bubo that she needs to help find that. And then there was this group of like dragonborn, and one like main dragonborn who's a black dragonborn named Dennis. He was talking about the egg of Nokan and how like he's awesome and just a bunch of crazy dragonborn stuff. And Charlie started talking to them, and they seem to get along really well. And Charlie's also on the hook for like 2 or 3 jobs in 6 months. He's gonna be a cart driver, and he's gonna help slay things, except for they might go slay a T-Rex, but we're not gonna join them, but maybe the Hydra. I feel like that's what happened. Oh, and then me and Bubo are going to sneak around at night and see what we can find over at the sheriff's place.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's
espionage.
the king's quarters, but yeah.
Yeah, we know what it really is.
We all know.
And then Lafayette was on his way to ask the lady about the note that he got.
Bakia.
Charlie, were you going with Lafayette or doing your own thing or sneaking around with...
Charlie's not allowed to come on. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm not.
I'm kidding.
That's a bad idea for everybody.
No, Charlie's allowed. Like, no Lafayette's.
No homers. Shit, I don't know. What else is there in town?
Well, there's the bait shop. There's also just more, lake, and you can go back to the tavern.
I was gonna go to the tavern.
Okay. So you go back to the hang and drain where everybody's sitting there drinking and being merry, and he's going to the No Watch Inn, and you guys are going to sneak over to the place when it gets dark out. So.
Yep.
I think we did it.
Alright, so we will start with some stealth checks.
Okay, so before we leave, I'm gonna cast Blessing of the Trickster on her. So you get advantage for the next hour on stealth checks.
Okay.
Can't do that for myself. Really wish I could.
Could have been.
And... Well, you know what, actually... Take that back. Sorry. I'm going to do this with Pass Without a Trace on both of us instead. So, you get a plus 10 to stealth checks.
Oh, great.
Yes. And then We leave behind no tracks or other traces. And I already have the boots too, so we're gonna be real quiet. So you don't have advantage. I'm gonna take away the blessing of the trickster. I'm gonna
I mean,
cast it on
I'll
you.
let you have your second roll instead of your first one.
I know,
guess,
it's such
you
a
know?
big difference.
Did you roll?
I rolled
like
a 2, and then I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't that nice? Did you use guidance? Oops.
No.
Oh wow, we're just doing great here. I also rolled a 3. So thank God I did this.
Well, it's not like I needed that now.
15.
Do you have disadvantage?
No, because I have the boots now.
Okay.
Yeah, so 17 then.
Okay, 15 and 17.
And I-
Okay, so you guys, are you going to directly go there, or are you going to try and, like, sneak through some of these makeshift houses on the way and, like...
I think we're gonna try to be really stealthy about it, right? Like, I'm gonna
Yes.
just try to get, like, the most narrow, dark passage I can find. I'm gonna
Right,
be
so you
listening
guys-
for people ahead of me, and I'm just gonna actually try to stealth it out as much as possible.
Right. So, yeah, you guys are taking a non-direct route, kind of going around. All right. Charlie, anything you want to do at the tavern?
I'm gonna tell the story of my boat adventure.
To...
Just gonna say it.
Okay, are you sitting at the bar, or... okay, so Pariston Carver, the old dwarf, will be taking orders, and he'll hear your story.
And the seas, they were rough today. And, like, I was out there, and I was paddling. Some could even say sailing. Boating. Because I was doing a lot of boat stuff. And the sea was angry. And out comes the giant crab. And he destroyed half the boat. And I fought for my life with the oar, and I smashed him. And the guy behind me, he started drowning, and I couldn't see him. I didn't know where he went. So I started to row back, and I rowed back really quick.
We'll make a performance check.
Performance. 12.
All right. Well, he's into the story. Well, you're home. What, did you find the drowning man?
Yeah, he was fine, I guess. I don't know. He was there when I got back.
You stayed. You're a regular old hero.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I ate a lot too.
Did you eat too much? Do you want some soup?
What kind you got?
Well, we got all kinds.
I knew you were gonna say that. I don't know. I can't decide. Let me think about it.
All right.
Think about it.
Charlie's never gonna get ice too.
Well, I'll listen to more stories if you got them.
Oh no, I don't.
And then, Lafayette, you are heading over to the No Watch Inn.
And I would be looking for Bakia, who gave me this note.
Well, as you come in, you'll see the two old ladies sitting behind the counter, and they're kind of just talking, and symbols of Guntir all over, and it's, candle lit, and they're still awake.
Yes, excuse me,
Well,
Bakia?
you guys getting a room for the night then?
Yes, I believe we will, how much is that?
The rooms are 4 silvers, and they had 2 beds each.
Alright, so I'll need 2 rooms for us.
All right.
Oof.
And how is your stay in our little town here?
It's been fairly enjoyable so far.
That's good.
But I must say, I'm curious about this note, Bakia, that you passed off to me.
Well, an old friend of mine once told me, if I ever seen an elf missing the sun, I should pass that to him. And you're the only other one who's ever fit that description.
And who was the other one?
The one who gave me the note.
And you know nothing about this person, this elf.
Well, I mean, I know a few things about him. He wouldn't have trusted me with something like this without, being a friend.
Do you know where he stays?
No. He's a traveler. He pops up every once in a while.
Well, where would this mountain palace be? You know anything about that?
Well, I mean, there's only one folk who live in the mountains, I'd say. Well, in a palace, that is. Is everything all right?
A lot of thinking there.
I'm just curious. Are they talking about the elves?
Well, I mean, that would probably be a good assumption. I mean, my friend himself was an elf.
But the balance.
Well, I mean, riddles are always so confusing. He spent most of his life searching and searching. Probably still out there searching now.
Well, I guess I'm just stuck where I was when I came here. But thanks anyway.
Well, what are you stuck with, sweetie?
I just don't know what this note means at all. The balance. Without night, the sun seems not so bright. It's obviously metaphorical. But what ancient line?
Well, I don't know nothing about all that. I know it wrapped him up mighty good, and he's on quite the quest. So don't get yourself too involved unless you're ready to really wander,
He did not make any sort of mention of where he might be traveling.
He travels all over Mirage. He's always seeking answers. Mostly, I think, longevity-ish purposes.
And he's a pale elf.
The only other one I've ever seen.
Any sort of defining features that I may be able to...
Make persuasion.
Not great.
You have high.
14.
You're a fucking paladin.
He'd be pretty old now. I've had that note for quite some time. You can tell it's all, beat up and aged. And it would sound a lot like Mirrodin.
Alright. Well, thank you for your time. We'll probably be a while before we come back.
Well, as long as you pay for the rooms, you come and go as you please.
And I'm gonna put 8 silver on the desk on my way out. And then I'm gonna head to the bar.
Okay. So you guys are sneaking around the building.
Really?
Okay, so you guys come through here, you hop on this little platform here, and as you go to make the leap over, you guys see a little clearing, everything's good. You guys leap over and you guys knock over a barrel.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Shit.
What are you gonna do?
Try
You
to...
got a little platform you can wander on, you can try and climb the roof, or jump in the water, or just try and just be still.
I would grab the barrel and I would try to set it back where it was.
Make a strength check.
Oh boy. It's a heavy barrel, I guess.
You're tiny.
I am
13.
going
13?
to try...
Okay, you managed to stabilize it. And don't make any extra noise.
I think I'm also like I'm gonna try to like freeze with Bubo after she fixes it and just like hide up against it in the darkest area.
Okay,
And
well, you guys will
see-
hear footsteps coming, and
Okay.
people are now alerted to
Then
noise.
I'm gonna be like water, and then I'm going to quietly try to like not splash when I like lift myself down into the water as fast as possible, which will probably do some sort of check.
Well, how are you gonna do it? Not fast.
Oh, I'm gonna have to just jump into the water and go under the dock then.
Okay.
I
So I did not do anything with Bubo. So actually, so while she's like fixing it stuff, I'll probably just jump in. 'Cause
Okay,
I
so
was
you dive into the water. It's
Fail.
like a 2-foot drop. Like
yeah. Well,
as you go
I
out, it
figure
gets
there's
further
like
out. But
I figured this is like on the water, so there's
Yeah,
like
you're
dark
fine.
stuff under it. That
yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
fine.
try to...
So you jump into the water.
I don't want to go in the water, so I would fly up to the roof real quick.
Oh man,
Okay. I need stealth checks out of both of you.
you still have passive on trace on you. Oh my!
Oh my
fucking
god!
Oh, I forgot to add my stealth to it last time though. I didn't even. I just did a straight roll, so it was actually 17. But 14. 15, you still have plus 10.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, 20.
20.
3,
Okay.
4,
I can't believe I got a 2
16.
Good day to go.
again. I am not using these anymore today. Ban.
And yeah, so we can't be tracked unless it's magical means too.
Okay,
like-
so you guys both watch the guard walk right around you and keep going.
Like an NPC. I'm just like, I'm gonna listen. Right? So you said we both noticed the guard, like.
Well, yeah, you would have heard his footsteps and you would have just watched him.
So, which direction did he leave?
He kind of came around this way and is just going around.
Okay. I would probably, like,
Oh god, I should have jumped in the water.
I would do that, and then I would try to tiptoe across the roof to make sure he leaves.
Well, I don't think you went anywhere. I think you just went under the dock.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're fine.
But I know.
So
I
when you
should've
pop
gotten-
back out, you'll be behind him and he's just probably going around. But if
Yeah,
you're on
but
the
I'm
roof,
soaked
you can
now
go check.
also.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
wanna-
kind of like,
Yeah, just...
so yeah, if you're watching it, he's kind of just making his rounds, kind of just like looking and you're like, whatever, you know.
Okay, so then I would see him leave out again.
Yeah, he's kind of just coming over here, standing here. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, and I
So
would
then-
like pop up behind him as I watch
Suspicion
him
all
go.
gone.
I would come back. I'd be like,
And go ahead and make an athletics check.
To jump up. Oh, that's okay. Finally, 19.
Yeah, super high. So you climb up, no noise, you're fine. So you're back up on the thing. You got a window here and a window here that you can look into.
I'm gonna start with the closest one to me since I
You're
kind of.
right in the middle.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm gonna keep a lookout.
So I'm gonna start with the left.
Okay. So as you come to this one, the curtain is a little bit open and it's not very good. It's kind of haggard. But it seems a little newer.
Okay.
The room is empty.
Like
but it
completely
looks
empty.
Like there's nobody in it.
Okay.
But the bed has got like a nice blanket on it. There's a nice cabinet, and for this town, this stuff doesn't really look like it should probably be there.
Mm-hmm. And I know fancy stuff, so I would know. Okay, so I'm gonna take that in, and I'm gonna look at the other one. Like,
Okay, go ahead and make the stealth check again. And you're just watching from the roof.
Yeah.
Cool.
these are the worst stealth checks. I'm so glad that I did those pictures. 17.
Okay, cool. So as you get up to that window, its curtain is a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still got a break in it, so you can look in and see at It looks like it would be a royal chamber, except for everything is a little more run down.
So the
Then-
room itself looks bigger, but the stuff looks worse.
Yeah, it's a bigger room. The stuff looks like it would be fancier, but it's just not.
It's just like older.
Yeah,
Okay. But I don't see anybody
like
that I can...
moth-eaten blankets and stuff like that.
I can't hear or see anybody in there, right?
No, there's no one in the rooms right now.
Okay. I'm just like, no, I will be here to you.
Should we go? Should we go inside?
Let's look for more windows and entrances. So I'm gonna like very quietly try to just scale the building to find another.
Okay, well, Bubo, go ahead and walk the building and check around. That way you got a clear path.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The guard will keep moving, so if you wanted to come around this way, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Safe.
There is no window on this part of the wall, but Bubo, you would notice as the guard walks by, there is a light shining out on this side.
Come around to the side. There's something here.
But the guard has stopped here.
So it's like playing a 2-player like game right now. Where we're like in it. Okay.
He's kind of just like taking his time, linger on this.
Okay. I'm going to watch him for a second to make sure he doesn't turn around at all. I just thought of a funny thing I could do, but that's okay. I'm not gonna do that yet.
He is going to start turning around.
Okay. When I see him do that, I'm going to cast minor illusion, and I'm gonna, cause I'm like here, so I'm gonna cast it in this direction somewhere. And I'm just gonna create like a sound of someone yelling help.
Okay. Make a persuasion.
Don't forget your guidance.
Thank you.
Or performance, I guess.
Oh. Okay. Both of those are not good. Okay. So 19.
Okay, so yeah, he definitely hears it, and he goes running toward the front of the building.
And I'm gonna quickly.
And kind of alerts the other guy who's standing out front, and they...
And I'm gonna move quickly just in case they notice right away and get really.
Okay,
Like,
so you're going to
so-
go look in the window here.
Yes.
You will see the king is, like finishing a meal. Sheriff's next to him, also eating. And it looks like they're just finishing up for the night.
Do I see any other kind of windows on that side?
There would be another window for the other room up here.
Okay.
But other than that, the door in the front, and then 2 windows on the sides.
Okay, so that's the only entrances we see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, what do we do now? There's nothing.
I don't know.
Do we go in?
We could probably just use the front door, right? Or do you want to go in the room?
I mean, like, do we go in?
Which room is the sheriff's?
I have a feeling it's the front one. It looks super fancy.
I don't know if we should.
Okay. Gonna get our asses kicked if we get in this.
You guys are dead.
Oh.
If we haven't committed a crime before.
This is certainly an actual crime.
I mean, not yet, technically.
I'm gonna come back around this way and see if I.
So you're going to retreat?
Yeah. Well, I want to look and see if the guards are still occupied. I mean, it only
Well,
took-
they're like looking in the street, but
Mhm.
they're not going to be out there very long.
All right. This isn't going. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
There is
Like-
a bridge right here that'll get you to the next platform.
Okay.
And
So
then
we'd probably see that, and then I'd be like, and then
I would look around and I would just like fly down here
Yeah.
and meet her.
then you guys come over here and
then we can act
hop
natural.
off there and
Like we're just,
We're just strolling around.
yeah, we're just checking out the town at night, just trying to figure out something to do.
perfect. If you guys are gonna do that, make performance.
Um,
2.
17.
You need to keep your dog on a leash. That thing is rampant.
Well, it's my friend, but I'll make sure she's more chill.
Thing's getting into everything. It probably created that noise over there we heard just a minute ago. You just letting that thing run all over the place.
No, I didn't.
I've been on shift too long. That dog just talked to me.
I'm not a dog.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's you. Maybe it's not us. Like, you seem like you're kind of spooked. Are you okay? Can we help you with anything?
You guys just have a good night.
Okay, you too. Get some rest.
Keep that thing on a...
She's got a name, but
um,
yeah, okay. I'll just walk past.
Did you hear that dog talking to me?
He's so rude.
I don't think you look like a dog at all, Boobo.
I mean, I like dogs,
Yeah,
but I'm not a dog.
right. People are so mean.
So
the
you
way.
would be at the tavern with Charlie telling stories to Mr. Carver.
I am going to relay to her what I saw, and I saw like a smaller room with very more recent things, and then a larger room that looked royal, but with like more worn stuff. And I think the smaller one is the sheriff's. Sorry, Ollie just like blew into my straw. And made it
Is that what that was?
Wow.
I was like, what is that? It's like,
God.
What are you doing?
Boundaries.
it's done. It's okay. But I was like, what is
I
that?
thought I heard that.
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably find the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'd probably head towards the inn, because I would think Lothian's there, right?
Okay.
They didn't really tell us they were going to the bar.
Yeah.
Well, you'll see two old ladies sitting behind the bar in this well-lit religious inn.
So we don't know anything about it. And I'm just going to be like, where the hell did they go? And then you can do their thing if you were gonna.
Because we're probably just gonna keep looking for them. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you heard any stories?
No, I've heard lots of stories.
Do you know about the
The cube.
Are you in there now?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Um,
listening?
You think we can cook it?
I don't think so, buddy.
I mean, a cube, huh? What kind of cube is it?
Large wings, claws, teeth, glowing.
You think we
etc.
can make it a jelly?
Jelly. Oh, it'll probably kill you first.
Well, not if I kill it
That
first.
see him? It tried to kill him.
Oh, what?
The cube?
Oh, yes. If it wasn't for Charlie, I would be, probably fully dissolved by now.
Well, he's a real hero. Did you hear about the guy he saved on the boat?
No, I
He
did
was
not.
attacked by a giant crab, split the boat in half, and everything.
Yeah, that's no big deal.
Drowning man, he got
Tell him
him.
about the cube.
Like
The
crane.
yes. Well,
Did you see?
first, could I have a drink? Yeah, I'll tell you the story. I was walking backwards. I didn't.
Wait,
Really?
you saw it?
The
You
cube?
saw the cube walking back?
No, I didn't see the cube at all. I only have the stories that you tell. I was talking to you and looking at you, and then I was just engulfed. And then I was ripped out of the cube, and then we ran from a light, and that's really all I saw. I never saw the cube.
It was a light cube?
Oh, yeah. Glows.
That's real scary.
You have no idea.
If you kill it, bring it back to me.
Nobody can kill it.
Oh.
It's unkillable.
Should we put it on the board?
I would have to
priority.
agree.
That would be helpful.
Can you put it number 1 on the board?
Should we send it to the Adventure Academy?
No.
Okay.
No, they'll die.
Okay, you're right. No one can kill it.
It's true. We were the best team, and we had a terrible time with it.
Well,
Yeah, we won at the adventure store.
congrats. You see, you're a real hero.
I don't know about that.
Reminds me of that Elio.
I know about Elio. I've heard good things about Elio.
Me
Yes.
too.
What do you know? Can you tell me a story?
Well, I met him a couple times.
No.
Yeah.
A couple?
Yeah, he used to come through here.
Here.
Well, yeah, he was a good hunter.
Did he sit in this chair?
Well, the one over.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, right over there.
in training, I saw him take on a small brigade of 10 other elves, just flawlessly.
What do you do that for?
Just practice.
Wow.
10 whole elves?
Yeah, just wipe the floor with him.
Makes sense.
I've created my own monster.
You know, I'm gonna say something bold here, but I think Elio is here. He could actually take care of the cube.
You might be right.
Well, I think if you keep healing, you'll be able to do it.
No. No.
I believe in you.
We'd have to find some way to outsmart it, but what could we possibly do? It just encompasses an area.
Well, you can
and
run.
eats you alive. And that's all we really got.
I know.
You guys would see them in cube talk.
There you guys are.
Oh, really? Really?
Princess.
Did you know Elio has been in that chair? Wow.
I don't care. What he sat in like everywhere in my house.
Wow.
Just, I would
He
love
doesn't
just a
even
velvet
do anything.
rope around just that chair.
Like all he does is act important. He's not actually
He
important.
sounds so important.
Oh,
With like a little cardboard cutout. It's-
what's important now? We have far more important things to do than some stupid stool, and I'm gonna kick the stool.
Well, I think he was friends with King Iden too, and that's pretty important.
Friends with a king.
It's good for foreign policies.
Thank you for reminding me, Lafian.
Well, do you think he might be able to help us with our situation?
Do you want him to? Is that what you want, Boobo? Do you want me to call Elio to come and save us?
I don't know.
You could get him?
No! Oh my god! We have to save ourselves right now! Why don't you guys understand?
Well, what did you guys find out?
Yeah, where did you go?
Wait, do you want...
And I'm gonna like get you guys to come in quietly. Okay. So we went and we checked on where that little king guy and the sheriff live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean my head in front of the bartender a little bit more to try to get him out of the conversation.
I lean my head on your ear.
He's just gonna look over the other side.
Just gonna lean back. Anyway.
All right.
It looks like the sheriff's room has more new and important and expensive things in it than the king has.
Yeah, he seems like he has more power here than the king.
Also, the guards aren't very great.
Yep, he likes fancy things. Oh, wait, nope, I'm sorry.
That was pretty perfect.
It's amazing. It's my favorite character now. I can come back and see this old man one day. So, I mean, I feel like all of our thoughts were correct. This sheriff guy is pretty corrupt.
Mhm.
And he's definitely pushing around that kid and possibly more nefarious things.
Yeah, and most of all, I don't think he has the authority to charge us with a crime, really. So I think we're all okay.
Well, you guys did commit a crime. I mean, you did jump into the window and hide and
No, I
listen to
didn't.
the conversation, right?
No, I didn't.
No,
I
we didn't do
that.
any of that.
What did you do?
We just walked around the dock a
You just
little
walked
bit.
around the building?
You know, when
I flew on the
Charlie
roof.
says it out loud, that does make a good point. You didn't get any evidence? You just saw nice things? That doesn't mean
We
anything.
didn't want to commit an actual crime.
Well, how do
Well,
you know
it's
it
good
was
that
his
you
room?
obeyed the laws. I mean, there's really two schools of thought on this.
Shut up, Vivian. Not right now.
We'll come back to that.
We're already in trouble. We didn't need to be in more trouble, and we didn't know what to do when there were guards out there, and it was already kind of scary.
Well, and she said that they were in there too. So
Are you wet?
We could have gotten caught.
Yeah, I'm soaked. Yeah, it's okay. I don't want to talk about it. Let's jump in the water.
The guards were coming.
I mean, you're learning new skills every day to help survive in this world. That's fantastic.
Somehow, it's just worse coming from you. Ugh.
Well, so we don't have anything. But
Would you guys like to break in? Since we're all so good at it.
well,
I mean, I don't know what there
I
more
don't
there is.
really
to
know if I could break a law.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's to protect you, then it should be okay.
I don't think we need to break in.
Could that start like a war?
You started a war, Boo-Boo?
Maybe we could bring them out of the house.
Why would we need to do this? What do we think's gonna happen in there?
I think we just should go to court tomorrow.
Yeah. And then tell
Court's
them...
tomorrow?
Well, yeah.
I thought that was weeks away.
Well, I mean, we can go early, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I guess if we didn't know if we could go early.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
The court around here, can we go at any time?
Well, as long as they're in the building, they'll see the hearings.
Are they open tomorrow?
Are they never not in the building?
Well, sometimes old Sheriff Nah, he'll wander off on occasion, but
Oh, when does that happen?
every once in a while.
But the king stays behind?
Most times.
Does he, like, go and do any special errands that might make him wander off?
That's
No, I don't know.
That's a great idea, Princess. You could maybe trail him, and we could talk to the king and see what we can find while we're inside.
Why do I have to?
Because you've already done such a great
Well,
job.
I can't do it.
I didn't know we could go tomorrow. Are we gonna go tomorrow?
Oh,
Do you have oil? Did
Are
anybody
you
get the oil?
Feller with the oil?
Yeah.
Oil?
he
You
said
told
it's
me
a
all
bad-
about the oil.
Yeah, he said it wasn't a good idea.
Who are we cooking?
We're not cooking. We're slipping.
I don't think we need to do that. I think maybe Lavian's right. Maybe if I spend some time in the morning and watch and see if the sheriff leaves, then you guys can go in and talk to the king.
Well, if you're gonna be distracting the sheriff, then
He leaves at night.
At night?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe we can all follow him and catch him off guard.
so we could go to court tonight.
Yes,
Well, that'd be weird.
but he,
That's
It
what I
would be
thought.
weird, Boo Boo. Shush.
but
sorry.
Well, it's a daytime activity.
There might be something inside the building.
He said as long as they're in the building, though.
What if he wants to fight? What? I don't want to be alone.
If they're in the building and the jury's not, then perhaps we can just get out of this.
I don't think there's going to be a jury. What makes you think there's a jury?
I don't know. It's a court.
I don't think it's a real court. Nothing in that building made me think that it's a real court. He's just having a great time. He's like, I haven't seen this much
He's
action.
just got some dolls on the table. Guilty.
Yeah, that's what it feels like it's going to be. I don't think it's court like we think court is. Okay, we need to decide, are we going to split up and somebody goes in and talks to the king and somebody follows the sheriff? Are we all going to follow the sheriff and kind of jump him? Am I just going to go after the sheriff so you guys can go talk to the king and just make sure he's okay? Because there's 3 different options, 2 schools of thought, Lavian, and
That's
we
3
need to
schools.
think.
You're not gonna say anything, right?
I can't even keep up with all that.
Okay, good.
Well,
But I'm in.
the young king is quite taken by me. And you, Charlie, and Boobo, I think, would be more than enough for... I'm just saying, I will be behind you.
Should we do 2 and 2?
I think 1 and 3 would work.
I really should prepare notes. What happens if this doesn't work? We have a real trial. Tomorrow.
Well, it might not be tomorrow. We don't have to go tomorrow, Charlie.
I mean, we might be able to go tonight still. If he leaves at night. I don't know where he goes.
Do you think you'll be okay on your own?
I'm finding myself to be much more capable than I thought.
Okay. Do you think you guys are okay with trailing the sheriff and we can all be quiet together? Because it seems like a lot of people trying to trail a person, which can be loud and difficult.
I'm a little nervous about it.
I mean, maybe they should be lookouts. I don't know.
I just don't know where he goes and if that's gonna be a
What
problem.
if that's dangerous?
Like, are we supposed to stop him from coming back?
No, if you can stay out of sight, stay out of sight.
Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go.
We're talking about by chance you all get caught.
Okay.
You'd be able to handle yourselves.
It's him,
I'm a lawyer.
but we might have to fight him, Charlie.
You're a lawyer?
Yes.
I thought you were a sailor.
I'm a lawyer too.
Well, what if y'all just hide out and see where he's going? And then just get like an idea.
Do you think you can
When
do
do
it?
we got court?
In like a week?
Tomorrow.
No, in like
No?
a week. Charlie, keep up.
Well,
You guys technically still got like the whole time.
I
Yeah.
know.
What's-
Like
what's
3
his name
weeks. Pariston Carver.
Mr. Carver, listen, here's what you're gonna do. You follow me. I'll take over here.
You want to take over the hanging drain?
No.
Yeah, I can do it
Sir.
tonight. If you go and you follow
Well,
me.
I'm gonna need somebody. I never had no heir.
Sir, you're doing a great job here, and actually your
Well, I'm
ideas...
getting real old.
I know,
And,
so...
and I can't follow nobody, but if you want to take over, we can
You think I could run
figure
this place?
something
Oh
out.
my god.
You think you can run this place?
I've seen you do it for about 2 hours now.
Well, yeah, as long as you're good with meats.
Yeah, and I've seen.
I mean, I
seen the
got some
soup choices.
time. I could teach you some things.
Nah, I can figure it out.
No. Well, make a persuasion check.
oh my god.
I think your idea was really good, though.
15.
All right. When I die, you can have the hanging drain.
Thanks, sir.
But I've got like another 100 years, I'm betting.
I was gonna say I need at least 6.
Probably not.
months.
probably not 100, but like 12,
12 years?
hopefully. I lose track of time.
About 6 months.
Alright, I'll be back in 6 months.
Well, have your name on it. What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie. All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay,
But you gotta follow him. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
So why don't tonight we hang out, see where he goes? Does he leave every night?
No.
Damn it. We'll just play it by ear. Let's watch and make decisions as we go, right?
We'll see if he leaves.
Stay together, make sure he leaves, and then...
While he leaves the place alone, I'll slip in. If I have to talk to the king, I have to talk to the king, but I'll try to quickly look around and see if there's anything else.
And then, if I do see him leave, I will trail him a little bit. And if he comes back, I'll yell an alert.
Okay, that's the part I think I was confused on, was like, you know, we can follow him, but then why?
We'll see if he's doing anything bad.
But then what are we gonna do about it?
Well, I don't know, Boo-Boo. I just was trying to help.
Sign there.
So...
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Aurelia, can you please step outside? You're tripping all over my floor.
Charlie, do you want to be part of this or not?
Well, yeah, we're gonna follow the guy, but then we gotta get back. I gotta work on the menu.
Narrow those choices
Keep your
down.
head in one game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You still
And
got
I'm
some
like-
time now.
I know, but it's gonna come up quick.
So, watch for Sheriff.
Okay.
I will follow him a little bit. Lothian will definitely go in. You guys can look out or decide whatever the heck you two want to do.
Okay.
And then I will make a... What kind of animals are by us in the mountains, do you think?
I mean, there's all kinds, really. What kind, like, what are you looking for?
A loudish animal that would be distinct.
I mean, you could
Like-
do, like, a ram.
What the fuck does a ram sound like, Eddie?
Don't
Like,
they bell? Yeah.
Like that's
A
actually pretty
giant
good.
elk. They
That
hunt a lot
sounds
of
like a
elk here.
wussy T-Rex.
Yeah, they
More
hunt elk
goose.
here. Like, there's a lot of...
I will make an incredibly loud elk call
Okay.
Okay.
if he starts coming back and I see him. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, are we going right now?
Well, there's no better way to look out than to step outside and look.
Okay, so you're gonna see like a sort of bright little light shed across you guys, and you all have passed without a trace for the next hour. So that means you get plus 10 to your stealth rolls, plus you can't be tracked without it being magical means.
You know he's not leaving tonight, right?
Well, that's what I thought he just said it was tonight. Am I crazy?
He said he doesn't leave every night.
Well, I thought he said that he might leave tonight. Okay, well, we won't do that part yet. We're just gonna watch tonight, and then I'll do that. Okay, never mind. Let's go watch. I just assumed he was leaving. I don't know why. I was like, this is definitely happening tonight. Okay.
Well, we wouldn't know.
Oh,
when
yeah,
he
right.
left.
Well, my
We-
brain
we
was
would have
just
to-
like, this is happening.
We'd have to find somebody who does notice when.
Okay, everybody stay close and quiet.
So, I mean, he seems. I'm trying to catch up, because this is a lot for me, and I'm trying to just understand. So, the sheriff is bad. We're in trouble. We need the sheriff not to be involved in our court process. Are we trying to, like, do something to where the sheriff is just not involved anymore? Like, do we need to get into his bedroom to look for like evidence that he's a bad guy?
I mean, maybe, but I think Lavian wants to talk to the king to make sure, like, everything, like, I don't know. What are you gonna do in there, Lavian?
See if there's any sort of records or anything.
Oh, so you are gonna search around?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And if the king does find me while I'm in
Isn't
there,
that against the law, Lavian?
not if it's to protect the crown.
Does that count?
We'll have to find out.
Oh,
I guess we'll see
babe.
what happens if we even get that far.
Because you have to uphold the law.
because
I think
We
you
could
should
try-
talk to the kid.
maybe we can get him to leave somehow.
Get the sheriff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll just treat it like I'm a vampire. I'll talk to the king, be let in, and see if there's any records.
Well, they can see if there's any records once you get in.
Well, anybody can.
Well, you guys can figure that part out.
But guess
I'm
who
gonna...
didn't, princess? You.
I didn't know that we needed to get in there because I don't know, I could maybe like shapeshift into something small too,
Oh.
but I didn't know what was gonna be useful.
Well, I'm sure you three will figure it out.
So are you guys gonna just go toward the inn for the night and like, because like it's the middle of the night at this point, like. There's not a lot going on. Like this town, when it hits night, this town like dies. But also like right before the sun up, this town gets really loud because all the hunters are like getting ready to go out.
Like, yeah.
But like the middle of the night is not a great time for this town. It's very quiet. Like there's like a 4-hour sleep period for most people here.
Then
So like if you guys go outside, there'll be basically nobody in the street.
So you're saying we shouldn't do it this late, or are you saying we don't need to be close to see if he's moving around?
Well, I'm saying tonight is probably a nothing night. Like
So there's no point in doing anything
maybe
tonight.
get a better feel for things tomorrow, because you guys have only really spent like half a day here.
Right.
Like you just got here, learned all this in like 6 hours.
We're ambitious.
Right. So like,
We're
while you
ready
guys
to,
have
like,
done
kick
a
the
lot
door
in the
open.
town, like you guys still don't really know anything. Like,
Coming into town, are there like multiple ways out of town?
you guys just noticed the 2 roads,
Okay.
and those kind of just come into the lake, and then like if you wanted to, there's like other like walkways and stuff that don't technically follow the road, but like as far as
Okay.
roads go, there's just the 2.
Right.
This was like just a drop off, and they kind of just built around that.
Okay.
Like I said, this wasn't a town, and it just like built into one.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the newest technical town, and it's still like a hunting place where people just come and go all the time.
Well, then we shall sleep tonight and talk more of our plans tomorrow.
Okay, that's probably the best idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired actually. There's been a lot today.
Now you could potentially talk to Blue Wall about what you learned in the possible connection, but like that's up to you entirely.
Yeah, I'll save it for another time. We have plenty of time to talk.
Well, like as far as like if you guys go outside now, pretty much dead. If you guys are gonna go toward the inn, there will be a giant Goliath who is coming up from the lake, and he's the only guy walking through town at the time. You can't really make out his figure or like his features, but it's a giant Goliath, and he's kind of just walking up the street.
Should we talk to him, or should we move along so, like, if that's the sheriff, he doesn't know we're in town?
Yeah, you don't know if it is him or not yet. He's still like coming through the shadows, but he's massive.
Yeah, we should probably hide.
Yeah, let's just run into the inn
Yeah, I was
if
gonna go
we're
to
close enough.
Yeah.
Just like
So you
get
guys
in
go
there.
through the inn, and then if you guys look like out the door window, you will notice a big hillbilly-looking guy run over to the bait shop and start closing up.
Oh, I guess we haven't been over there, huh?
And it looks like he stays out pretty late. Maybe we could inquire him too.
Did anybody get rooms?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good job, Lothian.
Thank you.
We're
The ladies are asleep now too.
quite light on money as of right now, but oh well.
Sounds like a you problem.
How much was the room? I can pay for my own.
Oh no, you're fine, Boo. It's my treat.
Oh, well.
You got one for me, and then everyone else, correct?
Not exactly. I figured there are 2 beds per room, so I got
Who was I
2.
supposed to sleep with, Lothian? Would you like me to sleep in the same room as you? Is that what you were expecting?
Oh,
No.
no.
I was actually, that I would be nearby in the other room, and you and Bubo, of course, would stay in the same room.
I do want to monitor her nightmares, so I think that's fine.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're lucky. And I'm gonna slide you 2 silver. I have so many. I do. I have a lot of money.
I will also give you 2 silver.
Aw.
Oh. Thank you, Charlie.
So is everyone just gonna go to bed for the night?
I'm
Okay.
gonna sleep the first 4 hours, and then I'm gonna watch Bubo for the second 4.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna, before we all go our separate ways, do we want to take watch then tonight to, like, keep an eye out to see if he does leave?
I don't think so. I think we're fine. I mean, I basically said nothing's going on tonight, and it seemed pretty quiet, right? I mean, we did a lot already.
I'll take the first watch, Bubo.
Okay.
I quite honestly, I just don't know if I have time. I gotta think about the decor and the menu.
The decor?
Yeah. For my business.
Well, don't stress too much over it, Charlie.
I'm a tavern owner, you know.
I witnessed that. Yes.
What don't you like about the decor?
It's all wrong. It needs an entire makeover.
I don't think he's gonna like that.
No, he's gonna freak out at first, but in the end, he'll understand. It's my vision.
Do you have any ideas so far?
Cubes. Needs more cubes.
Cubes?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were afraid of the cube.
I am. My enemies need to be afraid with me.
Who are your enemies?
The sheriff?
Yeah, that's true. I bet he'd be afraid of the cube.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine that. The
Well,
sheriff in the cube.
Well, you guys do whatever you want tonight. I'm going to bed.
You should dry off. You gotta
Yeah,
take
I'm
cold.
gonna work on that. And I'm gonna like move my armor and just water is gonna come out. Maybe like a tiny fish. You're like,
I'll dig in there.
It's been in there for a while, so it's really dead.
just like, oh man, I need to clean up.
Anything special for the night?
I'm gonna take my armor off and hang everything up and try to hope it dries by the morning.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay in bed and be nervous till I fall asleep.
I'm gonna be watching you, making you more nervous. You like sweet dreams, Boobo?
I
I'll
hope
be
so.
looking out the window and watching patiently.
All right. So you guys all have a pretty restful night. As you are watching Bubo,
Yes.
and the sun is coming out,
Mm-hmm.
you will get a message in your head.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
And it will say, "My bright solar beam, I hope you are faring well. We sent you with our most promising prospects to ensure your safety. Return home soon." And it's your mother.
Am I able to respond to it?
Yeah.
We're doing good. Everything's fine. It's been interesting and fun. We're safe. Love you. It's gonna sound a little unsure.
Just gonna insight check that. You're lucky. But that's all she got for now.
Oh.
It's been a couple weeks. She's checking on you.
It's very nice.
But it is morning and the town is now bustling.
Did
For
I
what
notice
this town
anything about
bustles.
Boobo last night? Was anything going on?
Nope. No visions last night.
I'm just gonna slowly start.
And I'll be like, "Good morning, Boobo! How was your rest? Was it restful?
Yeah. I
Good.
think so.
Good.
The sun is so bright.
That's a good thing. Yay, son! It's probably why you feel so good right now, right? Just deadpan. My mom checked on me this morning. That was
Oh,
nice.
she did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was nice. I'm glad you got to talk to your mom.
Yeah, I really didn't tell her anything about what was going on because, like, I think we can handle this, right?
You don't think she could help?
I kind of don't want her to know that we need help, you know?
Oh. I guess so.
Well, it's, like, our job to, like, figure it out. We gotta, like, cement our own names in history, right?
Well, I guess I haven't really thought about that, but I think yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, Charlie's out there owning taverns, and he's got, like, 2 jobs. And, like, he's doing all kinds of stuff.
He's got a lot of jobs. I just have one job, and I'm not even doing that well.
What was your job?
Well, I was sent out to get supplies, and I was just gonna get my license real quick and try to figure out if I could find the great wizard, but now it's all confusing. I don't know. I'm gonna get in so much trouble when I go home.
Well, you've done 2 of the 3 jobs. You said you got your license, and I mean, we've been collecting supplies this entire time.
Yeah, but they're not the supplies I needed to get.
I bet they're better.
He's very particular. He can be really difficult. I mean, not like difficult, he's just different. Like, it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna insight check Boobo again.
Okay.
You're lucky. Maybe. I'm good at insight, though. It's 12.
Should I roll something?
If you want to deceive me, roll. It's deception against it, right?
Well, are you lying?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, yeah, you'll want to roll your deception.
If you don't want me to know.
What's that?
13.
Oh,
So,
yeah, you won.
12.
Oh, it's even. We're both just kind of like.
So you don't trust her, but you're unsure.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't trust about that. Well, if you ever want to talk about it, Boobo, you can with me. And I'll leave it at that, and I'll start checking my armor to make sure it's not dripping wet anymore.
No, you're fine.
Thank you.
And I'll try to leave you alone. Boys.
Just shining my armor.
Alright, where are we going?
As is the style of the time.
Any plans for the day?
What can we do?
We should check out that board. We haven't checked out the board yet.
And there's that bait shop we were
Yes.
talking about going to see where the Goliath was.
Mm-hmm.
Should see if they wrote it in the cube, otherwise we could do that.
You want to go to the board?
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to go to the bait shop?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll split up again.
That'll work.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way out, you will notice right next to the bait shop is the board.
Perfect.
I guess we're all good. I'm going to be like,
Let's
are
split
you
up.
following me?
It's like that.
Yeah.
Super bad where they go the same
Uh,
direction.
Surprisingly enough, the bait shop is wide open, even though you guys watched the guy close down in the middle of the night. It's already open, and it's pretty early in the morning. At the bait shop, you won't see anybody, but there'll be a sign that says, clams, 1 silver. There'll be like a bucket there, and basically, like, you just get your own. Nobody's there. There's worms, other types of baits. And then the board will have a couple lists of different monsters on it. You got the Triceratops for 30 silver, a Mammoth for 40 silver. The Hydra is 90 silver. A giant elk is 20. There's a winter wolf for 60. And then the Boar King for 100.
Oh no.
And you get the idea, like, the elk and Triceratops and stuff is just like meats for the hang and drain and, just basic hunting stuff. And then some of the other ones are just like bigger monsters of the area that can get you a little bit more credibility and a little bit more money.
Okay.
And then obviously the Boar King, who is worth a lot.
Because he doesn't exist.
But yeah, so there's like little cards on, for each of them, and they all got their little prices there. And
I'm gonna take a card for the Hydra and the Boar King.
well, can't really take it.
Okay.
Like, you just see that it's there. If you want to try and take it, you can.
I'll make a note of it then if I can't take it.
But
physically.
I mean, like, it's grabbable, but like you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably see you reaching for those and be like, Charlie, the board king doesn't exist.
But we don't know for sure. We gave up too quick.
No, we didn't.
No, see, it's just, that's why it's worth so much money. It's just an old wives' tale.
But what if it was true? Like, I would love to know about it. I just would.
Would you want to kill something so majestic, though?
I just want to see it.
Ugh.
It'd be so cool if I got to see it. Like, I'd be so jealous of anybody.
Just give up on the board king.
Fine.
I don't think we're ready for this Hydra thing.
Triceratops seems about in the realm of possibilities.
Elk shouldn't be that bad, right? But what about this winter wolf? I haven't heard anything about a winter wolf.
It's probably in the snow.
Have I read about a winter wolf?
I gotta ask.
11.
I mean, you've read about them. They definitely roam the mountain winter area, like, snowy areas, and they're, quite the predator.
So we'd be to the north, but I don't know much about them. It's just kind of the location.
Do any of these seem like it's something we want to do? I mean, there's quite a bit of money.
Well, we can make a note of everything. If we come across it, we'll know. It's worth something.
True. I didn't catch all about to write it down at
I
once, so oh good. You're awesome.
I am going to write in the cube at the top.
Okay. What are you gonna price it at?
I'm just going to put a skull.
Okay. Okay. There is a cube with a skull next to it. Alright, so you guys are over by the board, right next to the bake shop. you added the cube to the board with no specific pricing, just that skull. I'm not sure how people are going to take that, but I guess we'll find out. Were you guys going to try and remove the Boar King from it, or like?
That's probably a good
That
idea.
is a really good idea.
You've been playing for us tonight, honestly. You're like, how about you guys do this?
This might be
You're
a
ready
good
to play
idea.
it.
We
too.
spent a fucking hour talking about how to do something stupid. Yeah, I mean, well, I just argued with Charlie about how it's not real, so I'm just gonna rip it off.
Oh, what are you doing?
Okay.
That's not yours.
Yeah, then it's off.
It's not real, Charlie.
You're gonna catch a charge on that.
We're already in trouble.
That's more trouble.
Nobody knows I did it.
I saw it.
really shouldn't be
Shut
drinking.
up, you two.
I should go tell somebody.
You
No!
added to the board. Why can't you take away from it?
Yeah.
Especially if we know that it's not something anybody should look for.
Yeah, it's not real. The cube is real. Why don't we just focus on the cube that was added?
Don't speak its name.
What would you like me to call it?
Just don't. I'm not even comfortable.
Fine. But just ignore this. Do we need anything from the bait shop? Doesn't look like anybody's in here.
I'd like to just look around and see what I can find in the bait shop.
You'll find all sorts of different types of bait for fish. There's hunting stuff too. So there's like berries and stuff for setting baits for like bears and stuff. But then you'll notice that there is a very giant man kind of like rummaging through some stuff in the back and paying no attention.
Oh, that's the other Goliath. Do you think he knows stuff about the sheriff?
He might see when he leaves at night. If he's out, he came back quite late.
It's possible.
Does anybody want to talk to him?
What do I say?
Anybody but Charlie?
And it is called Bigum's Bait.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Bigham?
Big gums. He's got big gums.
He stands up and he's real big. Yep, Caliendo Bigum at your service. I do for you there, little fella.
Well, yes, you are quite large.
Yep, that's the name.
Yes, what would you suggest for bait in this area for fishing?
For fishing? Well, we got good old clams, got some worms, we got some stink bait if you want to get into that, but don't get it on your hands, tell you what.
Oh, yes, that would be rather dreadful.
What are you going fishing for?
Well, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this lake at all.
Well, I mean, you can get just about anything out of there.
I'm-
Sometimes you get some stuff that eats you back.
Oh, yes, Charlie did tell us about a crab.
Oh, they ain't nobody. They just like some clams.
I had clams.
Maybe it just wanted the clams.
Oh, I should have said something.
Yes, you know what? I think, do you have something that I could put some stink bugs in?
Well, I mean, we'd probably round you up a jar or two.
Yes, if you could, and I'm gonna kind of wait to have that gathered up for me, and then ask him as well. By the way, you are familiar with the sheriff, yes?
Well, yeah, little old fella there, yeah, I know him. I've known him a long time, actually.
Really? Anything about him? He seems like an interesting fellow.
Interesting. He's an asshole.
Oh. Everybody has been saying that. I just...
Well, when you run around here being an asshole, that's what people are going to say about you.
Do you know what his schedule's like at all?
Schedule?
We have like,
You mean his comings and goings?
yeah.
Well, I mean, he runs around that boy king a lot, making sure nobody gets their hands on him.
Oh, I'm not.
But I mean, every once in a while he might come and go, without him.
When is that usually?
Well, what you asking for? That ain't
Well-
none of my business. Why is it none of yours?
Well, because I just
Make
I would
persuasion.
like to talk to him alone, but he's always with that king. Ooh, that's a 17.
Well, I mean, if you just go ask him to talk alone, he might do that.
I never really thought of that, but I mean, he's so preoccupied, it makes me nervous.
Well, he does like to look busy. That ain't none of my business, though. I mean, every once in a while he wanders on out, maybe goes hunting or something. I don't really know.
Any specific day? I'm just very nervous around large groups of people. Even this right here is a little much for me.
You sure is a curious fella, huh?
I
Started out trying to fish, and now you're trying to learn people's comings, goings. I mean, like every 3-4 days or so, he wanders out of here. Why?
I just would like to talk to him alone. I just public
You
interactions.
sure are a weird little guy, ain't you?
Yeah, quite.
I think he's just like really interested in him.
This is
you know what
this
I mean?
is what I'm talking
That's
about.
what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of
Damn.
curious bones in him.
Yeah, a lot of curious bones.
Well, I mean, here's your stink bugs, but I don't know nothing about no,
Oh no,
curiosities.
You've been quite helpful. Hopefully I can run into him.
Well, yeah, he's right over there.
But just
Well, I mean,
he wants to,
some of us do regular fishing, some of us do other kinds of fishing. Like that ain't for me.
Well, I guess I'll go
No,
fish
that's
somewhere else.
That's with your friend over here. I would like if y'all could point me in the direction of a good old lady folk. I would like a big, strong lady to help me with the fishing.
if we find one, we'll let you know.
You know, I might host a singles night at my new place.
Well, all right. See, he's got some ideas.
Yeah, you're sure to be able to meet the sheriff there.
But yeah, just a
Bob, yeah?
nice big old Goliath girl. You can bring her right on up back.
I hate you.
What's out back?
Well, I will be.
To make it look less than conspicuous. You're being weird.
But you guys have your fun there, little feller.
Do you know what do you know what
Maybe
the
I'll
sheriff
just dress and drag
hunts
and
for?
manipulate him somewhere.
What's your ass?
Do you know what he hunts for typically?
What he hunts for?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure.
In case somebody wanted to bring him a present,
That's what I was thinking too. Y'all sure are weird.
Do you talk to the sheriff a lot?
Well, we kind of grew up together, but I popped him in the mouth a couple times because he's a real squirrely little man.
Oh, good information.
But he's got the power now, so I just try to stay out of his way, He gets real uptight sometimes.
He seems that way, yes.
Well, just don't step on his toes, Just go about your day.
I'm gonna try not to.
Well, I don't think you can damage nobody's toes there, little doggy.
I'm not a dog, but I agree.
You're not?
No, I'm not a dog, actually.
Well, that's pretty cool then. I like you.
Oh, well, thanks. That's nice to hear. I'm Boobo, by the way.
Bubo?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Caliendo.
Pleased
That's
to
not a
meet
dog.
No, she's a friend. We're all just friends trying to
You
help
want to be
each other
my
out.
friend?
Well, yeah. I'd love to be your friend. That sounds pretty nice.
Well, all right.
He's looking for a
Now
lady
we got
friend.
good old friends.
Okay. We're
God,
friends now.
I can't even imagine that.
He's looking for a lady friend.
You know an old Goliath lady?
Well, not exactly, but
No.
I met one at the Adventurers Club.
Well, that's true, but I don't think we know where she went.
No. Yeah, I've seen some at the adventurer's place, but I
She was
didn't.
getting her license.
Yeah,
You think she's gonna come back through here?
she might.
Oh, I'm gonna stay posted at the bait shop all day.
Well, I don't know if she got her license yet, but
Oh.
if we come across her, I could definitely send her your way.
Well, thank you, not a doggy. A boo-bo.
Thank you.
That's right.
Look, a day of matchmaking.
Yes.
Well, if you wanted to catch him out at night, it's probably like maybe tonight or tomorrow. He'll probably be sneaking out of here.
Why does
Perfect.
he sneak out?
Well, we just say that. He just leaves.
Oh,
But it's in the middle of the night, so it's real crazy because nobody leaves at night.
that
Right.
seems like an odd time to go hunting too, right?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to get.
Okay.
Maybe he has a different lover.
Let's hope.
Does he have a current love interest? Do you
A
know?
love interest? Well, no, I mean fancy things, really.
But
He just keeps
no-
getting fancier and fancier every time we see him.
No close friends though.
No, he don't let nobody close. Him and the king, really.
what kind of furniture does he have?
A what?
Just made it weird.
Furniture.
I'm trying
I
to
don't
say
know what that
let's go
means.
this conversation.
Fair enough.
Well, all right.
Nice to meet you.
You too, elf lady.
Bye.
Good luck, little buddy. I don't know how all that works, but
As we walk out, I'm gonna be like, Rafian, I didn't know that you were interested in
I'm not.
him like that.
No,
He was just being really awkward and almost giving away the whole mission, so I had to come up with something.
I don't think you needed to do that.
Well, that's what it was starting to sound like. He was starting to either think that we were gonna, like, do something bad, and that's the only thing I could come up with.
Well, if you need him, you can find him out back. That's where he likes it. In fact, I'll set it up for you.
I think I'm looking forward to going to jail.
Well, you know, I've heard from a few people now that the sheriff doesn't really have any close friends or anybody that is like really close to him at all. So maybe he might want a companion.
You're not possibly suggesting.
Well, we don't know what kind of person he likes, though, because what if he's not into, like, little elf guys? I mean, what if he's more into, like, big Goliath ladies like the other Goliath is?
Well, I guess we could ask.
Well, that would seem more awkward. I think we're straying from our mission.
I don't know. This seemed like an idea that you wanted to explore when you brought it up.
I was just trying to stay fluffy and do something like a weirdo.
And you've cemented in this town that I'm.
You weren't gonna get anything else. Look at this, just a bunch of fishing people. You're fine. Like, nobody's gonna care.
you guys get the idea that tonight could possibly be a good night for him to be taking off. If you guys want to do anything throughout the day and just like prepare for the possibility.
I just am like, what are we else are we gonna do?
Or-
We're just gonna sit
Are
there
we
and
aware
stare.
of any more landmarks in town that would be of interest?
Not really, just fishing and hunting.
We just woke up and we're just gonna stare at the building for like 12 hours, being like, okay.
I mean, you guys can go
Now-
eat and like do your regular daily things, but then
Right.
like nap and like relax and then be awake at night. Like,
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That sounds.
I
good.
don't have anything else I'd want to do.
Yeah.
I don't
Same.
really want to miss this by going out to try to hunt something, you know.
right.
I would discuss the actual plan once more before we go out.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
And if we can't get a proper schedule going, maybe Charlie's got an idea there with the holding some sort of event that would pull the whole town towards it.
True.
Guess we'll
And I
have to see.
suppose we could mingle with him more if that were to be a thing we needed to do. And then if he is into large Goliath ladies, I've met her and maybe I can look like one.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yes. That's much better than
Sitting outside their window, waiting.
Well, I still think we need to go with our first plan and watch him leave. I mean, what is the rest of the plan?
Oh, I have
He
no
was
idea.
gonna talk to the king alone.
Right, and I'm going to watch for the sheriff and make an elk sound.
Yeah, I remembered about the elk.
Yes. I'm still not sure what you two are doing. But
Me
you
neither.
might be able to look in his room, which is, remember, the front. If you're looking at the door, it's the front right.
Wasn't somebody following him?
Well, I'm gonna slightly follow him and watch for him to come back and make a signal.
perhaps I could talk to the king and Bubo could maybe investigate further as a small creature.
I can get you in the window. I'm tall.
Well, don't we want to know where he goes? Because it doesn't seem like anybody knows.
Yeah, but what if it's really dangerous?
I know.
We don't want to be up there alone with him. That's what we've talked about before.
Well, yeah, but like if you follow him, you can see where he. You don't have to go
Yeah.
into where he goes.
Right,
or,
right.
like-
So
Say
I guess
at a
I'm gonna
distance.
follow. I'll follow him as far as I can before I think things get too
right,
dangerous.
like you don't have to go to where the person's going. Like you
Yeah.
just see where they go. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess I can.
Why don't you and I go inside?
Okay,
And check the room,
okay,
the ones that they're not in.
okay.
Because he was in one room, and there were like what, 4 rooms?
There were
Four, yeah.
There's
4 windows.
3 rooms.
There's 3
4
windows,
windows.
4 windows.
Okay. We'll check out the other 2 rooms.
Okay, I think we could do that. That sounds good.
But also, just because the sheriff leaves doesn't mean there's not guards there.
Yeah, we'll have to,
Also.
we'll have to see.
Maybe
I mean, if
distract
she's
the
a tiny
guards.
animal, she
Well,
can do it.
I mean, I understand
but I
that.
don't
I'm just
know
like
what
saying that
Charlie's
there's
gonna be doing.
there's not like just like, hey, sheriff's gone, everybody come on in. Like,
Right. Oh yeah, because Lothian has to get in, so.
Well,
to
Charlie's pretty quick. Maybe he could maybe distract them in some way.
I can distract.
I mean, I guess Charlie can try to lure out extra guards while you go in and talk and you go in and look. I won't be here to help you all.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, I can distract.
And I think I have a little bit more, like, control and ability with my shaping abilities. So I think there's even other things I can possibly turn into now. So I'll have time to think about what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, this is a start. If, things could go bad, and if they do, I'm sure we're all smart and capable people, right?
Well, yeah, of course we are. We're all really smart, right?
And the worst thing that can happen is we get in jail, right?
Which we already know how to get out of.
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
okay, so you guys are in your hotel room. You guys have had your food. You guys went, got your dinner and all that for the day. The town finally dies out. Nightfall comes. Are all of you guys like watching, or just like one of you watching and waiting to get the signal if it happens, or
I think we would
sitting
probably,
outside the inn and just like hanging out?
I would think we'd all be kind of watching to see the patterns. At least I know I would be, like, trying to keep an eye out quietly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
While you guys are watching, you will see Bigham saunter up to his little shop and start closing it up. But then you will notice a Goliath on a horse. coming in behind him and leaving town.
He's on a fucking horse on top of it.
He's not speeding, he's just on a horse.
Okay.
But he is leaving town, and it looks like the sheriff.
Go time. And I'm gonna go whoosh and cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody.
All right.
Does that work within a certain distance from you?
Yes. It's just automatically on everybody
I
once I
think
pass.
it's a distance.
I don't. So it says I cast it for creatures I choose within 30 feet of me. It doesn't say it. Well, I guess I'm concentrating on it. So, Veil of Shadows and Silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a 10 plus bonus to stealth checks and can't be tracked except for by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
What's the duration?
1 hour.
See, I don't know if that just stems from you or if it's...
Because it sounds like I get to pick people within 30 feet of
Right.
me, and then it's automatically on them. So
it's like an active thing.
Because it's a really good spell. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do you need to stay with someone with...
So, she's following the sheriff. You guys are all heading for the king.
Yes.
Okay, so how are you doing this?
Well, I was gonna go to the door first.
Okay, the front door?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anybody outside?
Well, there's going to be 2 guards that you guys knew, walk the building. They're out front.
Okay.
But,
So I'm gonna try to talk to them.
That didn't answer my question.
so you're just going to go to the 2 guards?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys are going to let him do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because I know I want to try and get on in that front window on that side. So I'm gonna stay kind of closer to that barrel, but like still kind of at a distance. And I'm gonna wait to see what Charlie does and find my opening.
All right, well, you guys haven't made it there yet. Charlie would be coming up the road, so you guys can kind of like sneak around the side there.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your stealth checks.
Okay. I don't know.
Guidance.
Like, nothing will answer this.
We'll look it up later.
Ugh.
20.
So I just guess I have it right now.
Well, no, I'm going to give it to everybody.
Okay, well, that might not be right, then.
It's probably not, but we're going to figure it out later.
So 21, 31 with the plus.
Okay.
27 with the.
Okay, cool. What are you doing, Charlie? You got 2 guards you're walking up on.
Excuse me. Where can I find the sheriff? I need to find him right now. Is he here?
If you run up like that, they're gonna pull out their weapons and they're gonna ask you what the problem is. Tell you the sheriff's unavailable. We're in charge. What do you need?
Yeah. Well, I need to see him. I'm gonna try to scoot past towards the door.
Well, no, they're gonna stop you.
What? Come on. What are you guys doing? I'm here for the court date, and we haven't had our deposition yet.
It's the middle of the night. There's no court date right now.
No, I know it's
the
not-
sheriff is unavailable.
I'm aware of that, but besides the court date, we
They
have
don't
to.
have it. It's like a veil of shadows that stays within 30 feet of
Okay.
me, and that means that I could change it with if somebody came in and out
Right.
of 30 feet.
But you guys are still good.
I need to have the deposition. We can't have a court case without a fair trial.
Looks like there's not gonna be any court
No,
tonight.
it's gonna be
You're
court.
gonna have to keep it
They
moving.
said when I got to town that I
So
could
while
have
he's
my
doing
trial.
that, you guys are going for your windows,
Yes.
and then they will at disadvantage. Okay, so you guys make it to the window.
Okay.
You're going for the other one.
Well, Boobo wouldn't be very tall. Are the windows like open or are they?
They're
closed?
not, but we'll find out.
I would open a window for Boobo first. That way she could easily get in. Because if I get caught, I'm not worried about
All
that.
right, make an athletics check.
So that's a 6. That's not great. 12.
Okay, and then a stealth at disadvantage.
And you don't have the +10.
Well, I'll just leave the roll.
Guidance too.
Alright, so I got an 8 plus a guidance.
I mean, it's
Come
fine
here,
for the first
you
one. Then you can
stupid-
take it off because I'm gone now.
So that's 10. So a 12 on stealth.
Okay, just enough. You get the window open,
Okay.
Alright, Ubo, go ahead and change into what you need to.
but the noise from that one might make you a bit nervous to do another one.
What do you mean?
You were kind of loud when you did that one, so
If you try again, you might not be able to do
Yeah.
it as.
it'll be harder.
Okay.
I'm gonna just climb in as me and kind of reserve because I want to be able to like use my hands and stuff. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and climb in as me right now and just kind of do that quietly.
The room is empty.
Okay, I would like to start investigating around because I assume this is the nicer looking room, so I would assume this is the sheriff's room.
Go ahead and make your investigation. You will notice the bed is bigger. Like, it would fit a Goliath. There's not a lot of places to store things.
15.
But it definitely is the sheriff's spot. He doesn't keep very many things here. So there's like no information or like any devious plans or anything. Just really nice room, and it's definitely his.
Okay, but there's no like trunks to look in or.
His trunk's just got nice clothes in it. There's no like hidden anything. Like, it's just nice stuff in his room.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't keep, like, he's got a couple papers, but you tell they're like just made up law shit. Like, you guys are on there for, interference with the crown. There's like some other small crimes, but like other than that,
I would like to take that.
okay.
Oops.
You now have you guys' court order.
I'm just gonna tuck that in.
Where are you going? Are you going to go through that window, or are you going to try the other one?
Because
This one was already open. I'm just gonna go in through this.
Okay, cool. You are in.
And since Bubo's taking care of this room, I'm going to go out the door.
Charlie, give me a performance.
I did roll my stealth when you said everybody roll stealth, just so you know.
Okay, what is it?
31.
Okay, cool.
20.
Alright, cool. You still have the guard's attention. Are you gonna search that room with her, or are you gonna leave that room and go find the king?
I'm going to leave the room and go find the king.
Okay, as you look out, there are no guards in the room,
Mm-hmm.
so it is open. You can
Okay.
walk to the king's room.
Okay.
Are you just gonna try and walk in, or are you gonna like knock on his door, or?
Yes, I wouldn't want to be like, I wouldn't want to scare him or
Okay.
startle. So a light knock.
Give him a little knock. Okay. Make an athletics check.
Ooh,
you break the door.
Yeah,
that is
opposite.
terrible. Yeah, that's an 8.
Well, you don't want to break them.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
That was good. That's 20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Just what you needed. I got a 19.
Ooh.
So with Charlie's performance, they did not hear you. However, you will hear, hello?
Sir, this is Lafian, Your Highness. The elf that had you helped slay the Adiug with.
Wait, he's gonna run over to the door and open it, and the elf guy! Well, what are you doing here? Shh! The guards are gonna catch you.
Okay.
I won't tell them though.
That's good. Well, I just wanted to ask, are you okay in here?
Well, I mean, I was a little warm, but yeah.
Here, let's have a seat inside your
Well,
room.
it's supposed to be bedtime.
You're not going to tell that I'm here, and I'm not going to tell that you stayed up.
Oh, cool. I get to stay up late.
And then I'm going to go
comes
inside
in.
the room with
Okay,
him and
take a
just
seat.
talk to him while he's distracted.
Oh my
Boo
God.
Boo is at her own devices.
So
Take a seat right over
what brings you here?
Well, that's the question is, we've heard a lot of negative things about the sheriff.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him, but he's a real nice guy to me.
Well,
And we need a strong hand to run the town, right?
I agree. We do need a strong hand. But what is bothering the people about him?
Well, I heard something about monies.
Money? Just how he gets his money?
Well, he's got a lot of it.
And he doesn't share with the rest of the town?
Well, he doesn't have to share his money. You know, town's money's town's money. His money's his money.
That's true. That's true.
But the town don't got a lot of money.
Mm-mm. That's what I'm saying. Usually, one in power gives back to the town to help build it.
My
and
dad
make
was
it...
real good like that. He made sure everybody had everything.
Exactly. And
That's what I'm gonna do.
So why is he controlling the way you do things?
Well, because he's an adult.
But
I'm just a little guy.
but you're the heir.
Yeah, but he's helping me. And he's real nice. He's been here since, forever.
Could you explain to me why he's nice?
Well, because he protects me, and he when my dad died, he made sure that I had, a friend.
Well, that's the thing, is I heard kind of a ill rumor about that situation.
No, Mr. Nod, he told me that it was real dangerous what they got into, but he was lucky to make it out, and he told my dad he'll take care of me, and he is.
And that is all he told you.
Well, he said he didn't want to go into details, but I told him I could hear it. It would get eaten or something, like hero's death. Like that's what we do here.
Well, I just find it strange that he came into power when the old sheriff and your father perished.
Well, his brother was a real cool guy, but I'm the next king. He's got to be the next sheriff, right?
Yes, I guess so. But you don't find it strange at all? Not
No, Mr.
even wanting
Ingham's
to-
been real good to me.
Ingham. Well, is there anything I can do for you?
Well, now that you're here, we can be friends. You want to go fishing? Oh, what about hunting? We can go kill big monsters.
I would actually like that a lot. I even bought some stink bugs for fishing.
Oh, well, we can go tomorrow because it's bedtime now. If we try to get out of here, the guards will be like, hey, you better get to bed.
Okay, we'll go on a fishing trip tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll tell the sheriff it'll be okay.
There is another issue. Me and my friends have been wrongly accused.
Well, yeah, you're here for court.
Is there any way that you could maybe speak on our behalf?
You'll just have to pay a little bit of money, no big deal.
We don't have much money is the problem.
Well, how much do you need?
We don't know the fine yet.
Oh, yeah, sheriff makes that up.
Is there any way you can make it up for much less than maybe he is going to want to make it up?
Well, I can't let you off the hook because then that wouldn't be a good ruler.
Okay. So I'd be happy to take a punishment. Is there maybe a task we could perform?
What'd you guys do again?
We are being accused of killing the Atiug when you so rightfully did.
Well, no, remember, you can't tell stories like that. But, if you guys defeated a big scary monster, that's a good thing, right?
Well, it is, but it takes your glory.
I don't know what that means.
And we are worried that you were put there to not come home.
Well, he knows what that means.
Kid.
I'm saying that situation, us four, not to say that you're not, but we're pretty well trained and we're considered the best group of adventurers for.
Well, you think we're in trouble? Should I tell the sheriff?
You should not.
People are coming for us?
No, you should not tell the sheriff. I'm saying that the sheriff might be coming for you.
Make persuasion.
Oh,
Big roll.
you might have ruined this. Ooh, that
20.
That is a good roll.
He just sits down.
Oh.
But that's my friend.
Oh.
Not everybody who claims to be your friend is always your friend. Some people have wants and desires that are much more, and they're willing to do anything.
You
to
gotta
get
tell
that.
Shimple.
Shimple.
Yeah, you gotta tell Shimple. He'll take care of this. He's the guy who knows everything. He's got the book.
So Shimple,
You guys would have seen, he's the one who knew that you guys were the royal elves. He did have the book on him. Sheriff always talks down to him.
Okay. So
Like his assistant, basically?
Basically.
Okay.
But that's 9.
Well, thank you for that information. And just be mindful. I will be watching from a distance to make sure that you are okay.
And then you're gonna sneak out?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still just gonna be like looking through the room to see if there's anything else I'm supposed to
Yeah, that room had
find.
nothing special in it. If you had went and checked this one, it's just storage.
Okay.
But like, there's a little bit of money hidden away in there.
Well, because he left the room and he's in that room.
Yeah, they're in here having their
Okay.
moment.
Yeah, so I would have looked in there too.
He's got
I
the
guess.
guards' full attention.
So,
Making a scene.
Yeah, I would have looked in there too.
So yeah, there's, a little hoard of gold. Well, not gold, but silvers.
Okay. And then I probably would have been coming out of there by the time he's coming back. And then I would just go try to climb out.
Yeah, you guys just slip right back out the window. You, with your 31, will be following Sheriff Knott around the lakeside. And after like 2 hours, you will watch him go into a cave. And then we'll pick up there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.